Hey guys, so today I wanted to do this cat makeup for you guys. I thought about doing it and I was just going to do it as an Instagram post, but I figured I would film it and if it turned out nice, then I would post it. And I'm pretty impressed with myself for it, so I figured I would show you guys how I did it.
Show your pretty face. Show your face! Hey, what are we doing?
So I'm starting off by just gluing my eyebrows down. I'm not going to go into depth for this. There are many videos on YouTube. However, if you want to see my routine for gluing down my eyebrows, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure I make that video for you guys. So for this look, you're definitely going to need some reference photos. I actually just took pictures of my kitten because he's so fat and I love him, and I wanted to kind of base this around his pattern because I think it's adorable. So you can also find pictures online if you don't have a cat. So following Hermes' pattern, I'm going on with a white water activated paint in the center of my neck and also around my mouth. I also did a light wash of the white around my eyes. So now I'm going in with a brown water activated paint and I'm applying it anywhere that I didn't put white. I'm also applying it on the edges of the white, blending it with a lot more water than I did with the rest of the face. I used very little water to get the best coverage, and also I used a disposable sponge and patted the color on to get a full coverage look. I'm also blending that brown onto my neck, again doing the same thing I did on my face. So to make this look more feminine, I'm doing the same thing I did in my siren makeup with eyeliner, except I'm making it to the point where it covers my entire eyelid. I'm creating a very dramatic wing on the outer and inner corner and also lining underneath my lower lash line. I then took a black eyeshadow and blended out the edges of the eyeliner to add a more smoky effect. If you want to keep this really cat-like, you don't have to do that, but I wanted to make it more feminine and more girly, so I decided to go along with that. So I wanted to apply some lashes, but I didn't want them to be the main focus of this look, so I went with these very natural looking lashes from Dodo lashes, and they just emphasized my lashes without being too dramatic, which I really liked. Then I went in with a dark brown face paint and applied it on the sides of my nose and along the top of my nose, just to make it look a little bit more flat. So my cat has a black line surrounding his entire nose, so I took a black face paint and created that little rounded triangle shape around the bottom of my nose. And I also extended my nostrils a little bit so that way you could see them when I looked face on at the camera. And I also created a black line in the center of the nose. Then I took a pink water activated paint and filled in the nose with that. So apparently, because I have such amazing camera skills, I was looking down the whole time, so you don't even get to see what I was doing for this. But basically all I did was I took my black face paint and extended it downwards right above my top lip. Then I created two kind of little curves on each side to create that cat mouth. I then took a black eyeshadow and blended it in upwards motions away from the little line that we created, just to add a little bit of a fade like my cat has around his mouth. So then I'm putting these little black dots around the mouth area to simulate where the whiskers will be coming out. Then I'm taking that white face paint again and using it to create whiskers, flicking the brush out to create a very natural fade. So since I'm basing this look off of my cat, I'm obviously going to follow the natural lines he has on his face. He has these dark brown lines going in a downward squiggly direction on his forehead, and he has some on the sides of his eyes and around his whiskers that are going in an inwards direction. So I mixed a black and a brown water activated paint and took a very fine detail brush and squiggled downwards on my forehead, creating these different lines going in different directions, following his face. And I took them on the sides of my eyes and I created two little squiggly lines going inwards towards my eyes, and the same on the whiskers, kind of in between where the whiskers were. I obviously should have done this before, but I totally forgot about it. I also continued that pattern on my neck to balance everything out. I went in with that dark brown paint on my jawline to kind of round my face out more like a cat's, and I took that brown paint I did everywhere else on my face and covered my ears with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
What are you doing? He's gonna start biting. Oh my god.